Hello again, Philip Nicholas, Relight Your Life. I know I've already showed you, but I want to show you again my beautiful new business card. And now at the moment, the flyers are being prepared for the middle of end of May and more information. And when it's done, I'll let you know. So I'm quite inspired today, although I know a lot of people are inspired to enjoy supernatural things that I've gone through, and I've already been asked, did it all start that way, or was it supernatural and then that? Well, basically, my way was a bit of everything. I was also in a Christian, like sort of free Christian church, whatever you want to call it, and I really loved it. And I did. I learned about the Bible. I learned it backwards and forwards in English and in German. But today I had a very inspiring conversation, um, and I want to take this theme or topic, whatever you want to call it, because I do believe that it doesn't matter how much of a believer in God you are, or how spiritual you are, or how strong you are in your faith, that if you're going through a tremendous lot of tough things in your life, separated from the family, um, big bills which you don't know how to pay, or you lose something what's got a very emotional feeling for you, or you have to move flat, or you lose a loving person, maybe mother, father, brother, sister, even your wife, your husband, whatever, baby. There are all situations where a lot of people seem to be get confused about this, and also there is a lot of ways where people go wrong. As far as I'm concerned, when someone's going through some really terrible things in their life, that life seems really heavy. And I'm a very, I would say, spiritual person. I believe in God. I live with God. I've gone through all sorts of different things. Um, I believe in Jesus, the Holy Spirit, the angels. I believe in a lot of things, but that's not the topic. The topic today is what happens to people who believe in God, strong in faith, and basically their life gets turned upside down. You will get a lot of people who will say, yes, it happens for a reason. It's true. You will get a lot of people who say, well, yes, sooner or later you will know the reason. That could be true as well. You will notice you are the person who is talking to you is going through extreme difficulties in this phase of their life. It could be a divorce or separation or a big fight or bad injuries or bad news about, oh, sorry, you've got cancer or whatsoever. It doesn't matter what the situation is. For every bad message or bad news you get, it depends on that person how they can cope with it. But there's one thing you never have to forget. Every believing person in God, whether they have started believing, whether they believe in God and they've gone through tremendous things, whether they believe in God and have gone through such a spiritual development that they trust in God of an unbelievable way. And there are a lot of people out there like that. But you never have to forget, even the best of the best, sometimes it can get tough. It can get really hard. And I was inspired today to talk about this because I had a conversation with somebody who is actually going through a tremendous amount of bad things, of course, I can't intervene. I don't have the power. I can pray for them. I can give them support. Um, but what is the most important thing you have to remember when you're talking with someone who is basically going through one of the hardest battles in their life? Of course, it's for their growth. Of course, it's to get stronger. But what happens if this person says all of a sudden, I started losing my faith? I started even questioning if God exists. Where here's the part where you have to be very careful. Because this person doesn't want to hear it'll work out in the end. This person doesn't want to hear how can you think like that? How can you talk like that? And how can you believe that? Because within themselves, they are battling with their own beliefs. They are battling with why has this happened? They are battling with why is it happening to me? You could say, well, it's your turn now. Well, that does really help. It's like you've got a person here who's going through a tremendous situation. It's like being buried alive and you just don't know how you're going to survive. It's dark and it seems like you're just covered in darkness. I don't know if you've gone through situations like this, but I've gone through quite a few situations where I was really struggling within myself, also with my own belief. And you start thinking when you've gone through some supernatural things, well, what's happening? What have I done wrong? Where's God? Why am I not hearing anything? Why am I not feeling anything? What have I done wrong? You haven't done anything wrong. It's a part of your life, but still, you have to remember every believing person, every spiritual person is one thing as well, and that's a human being. They have feelings, they have battles. Like every person on this earth, we all have challenges. And I want to bring out this message today to when you meet somebody who's going through some really bad times, don't throw the Bible at them. Don't throw them some sort of Bible word unless you get it directly from God. Not that you think you got it. Um, just talk from your heart. Build them up. And if you see that they're struggling so bad talking to you about how they feel and I'm losing my faith and does God exist? Just do one thing. Ask them to stand and give them a hug. Put your arms on them, pat them on the shoulder and say, it's okay. I understand. I've been there. You cannot see the light, but the darkness, it will go away sooner or later. At the moment, I don't know why you're in there, but just let them know you're there. The tears will flow. The pain will be released just because you're there. Might be even better not to say anything. Just say, come on, let me give you a hug. I'm here. You're letting this person who is a believer in what way or ever know I'm standing with you. I'm there. That's all they need. Don't come down with a word, what I heard today. How can you believe that? God is always with you. God doesn't make mistakes. Don't do this. Don't do that. How can you be such a small believer? Well, it's very simple how you can be a small believer. You're a human being. And we all have weaknesses. Of course, we all know in our weakness we will become strong and we look to God. But when a person is down on the floor, struggling to survive, don't lift up your foot and stamp on them. That isn't the way. The way is to reach out with your hand and let them know, here, take my hand. I'll help you as you're struggling. If you wish, pray for them. Don't force it, ask them. They might even ask you, can you pray for me and support me? That's all they need. But be free in your heart and don't judge. Just don't judge at all. Judging a person who's going through a tremendous believing battle with themselves. Judging is not being loving and caring in the way of God. God knows they're struggling. God knows they're having problems. God's not left them. It's just that at the moment they're going through so much trouble, they feel lost. And I think and I duly believe that every person on this earth, no matter how strong your belief is, and we don't have to lie about this, it's better to tell the truth. I've had struggles myself and think, where is he? I can't see and I can't hear. And all you have to do is talk with someone who is comforting with their words and not destroying you with, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't think like that. That doesn't help. They just need comforting. Okay? So I hope this message reaches one or the other and helps you. If you're going through struggles, find someone you can talk to. If you can't find anyone, get in touch with me. I will do my very best to comfort you with my words. And in this day and age, we're all having struggles. So keep up the good faith, even when it's difficult. And if you can't do it alone, get someone to support you. Okay? And before I go in this day, I just ask you, please don't forget to subscribe. It does help. Give me a thumbs up, likes, comment, whatever. You can also find me on Facebook under Relight Your Life if you wish, or under Philip Nichols, my name, whatever you wish. So have a lovely day. I will tell you soon another supernatural experiences or things I've gone through because I found out it's the time where people are really opening themselves to how does this work? How do I receive it? And I think it builds up people to help people, tell them what you've experienced it. And I find out the best way for myself is to say, okay, I didn't ask for it, but it came in. And then you have to try to handle it. Okay? So have a lovely day. Catch you soon. Bye bye for now.